Welcome back. This is Stereo from Mysterian Gaming. Today, we're running Drak'Tharon Keep. This is one of the dungeons you can get to when you get up a few more levels in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion. Pretty much this is trolls fighting against undead, more or less, as you can see. Here's your quest giver. She'll hand you out 2 quests to go complete. One involves you killing one of the T-Rex boss, or Devasaur, I guess it would be called. Another one is to dip a cloth inside the lynch box dead body. And with that, let's get started.
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. Closer. I'm out of range. It's too far away. Target.
We're coming up to the first boss here. Now this boss is known as Trogor. He's pretty much an easy tank and spank fight. You just gotta worry about the ads, because he'll kill the ads in order to increase his damage. So this one is pretty much you need to burn down as fast as possible while keeping the ads in control. Now back then, before they put the mobs at the beginning of the dungeon, the quest givers at the beginning of the dungeon, there actually was a quest where there's a bunch of wrapped cocoons in here. And the one you see at the front of nowadays, she was actually in this room trapped. And that's how you got the one quest to kill the Lynch and dip the cloth in his remains. Now, Novos the Summoner is a unique fight. Now you see there's stairs here and 4 crystals. He's immune to everything until you destroy these 4 crystals. And the way that happens is, periodically an ad will come from either here or the other side and start channeling more or less onto the crystal or come right at you. While that's going on, you actually need to defend these steps from the unlimited waves of undead coming through. Now the achievement for this is actually to defeat him without letting any of the mobs spawning from here get all the way down here. Basically, you have to kill them while they're still on the stairs. Do not let them get to the floor.
The herald of your doom.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you.
Now when you hear him say that, that's when the mob will spawn. And as you can see, each mob has his own speed. The skeleton
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you.
This is the ad that comes.
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Bolster my defenses. Hurry, curse you.
I don't have a target.
You can see the futility of it all.
Target. I don't have a target. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Your efforts are in vain.
I got the achievement, luckily. He was like 2 steps away. Now, the quest requires you to kill him, then dip a piece of cloth into his corpse here, which I just did. Well, this room, you pretty much just AoE everything. Like I said, I like getting the materials if I can. In here, you can skin a few things, and there are also some nolds for herbalism as well. They're pretty much at the next up boss, but unless you kill everything in here, you're not going to be able to get to them all.
It's too far away.
Now that's the boss there. Known as King Dread. For him, his mechanics are basically tank and spank. Healers need to be on their game because he does a bleed that doesn't disappear until the target is at 100% HP. He also has a fear. So if you think about fighting him right inside here, would not be your wisest move due to the fact you could be feared into the additional mobs, making the fight even more difficult. And as you see, there's a herb node right there. There's a few more in here as well. For him, it's best to kill the one mob here and then back up, wait till he comes, gets a bit closer, and then that's when you want to grab him. And basically fight him outside here. But since I'm maxed, I can take it. Now you just simply loot his skull, and at the end of the dungeon, you just go hand it back in. Now back then, there wasn't the teleport in and teleport out function. So luckily in these dungeons, there was basically a short way to get back to the main dungeon area. Well, I mean basically the beginning of the dungeon, more or less. The idea was more or less put in some dungeons are in Burning Crusade. Now this one, you just pretty much kill everything that's here. As you see, the trolls are fighting against this undead scourge.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I'm out of range.
Now you saw my rep go up. Pretty much, these dungeons will give you rep with the Horde Expedition while you're running them. Now, this is the Prophet Darja. This fight, pretty simple. Just part of the phase is he'll take your flesh and turn you into a skeleton, while that time your whole group will be a skeleton, but you can still fight, taunt, put bone armor on, all that until he returns your flesh, and then you're back to your normal fighting styles. Other than that, this guy was pretty easy to take down. You just gotta watch out for the poison, that's all.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. It's too
Raja sees all. Impossible! The work of mortals. Raja is not in the eternal Raja is.
Now there was a third quest here, which required you to collect mojo from the living trolls, use an item on this brazier, and you would be given a nice little scene, which I'm not going to ruin for anyone. After the scene, you can hand in your quest. But we're going to take the route to go back to the beginning area, as you can see. You can tell they lost the fight. And it comes back to the starting area, as you can see. And see, it is a little bit of a trek, but back then we didn't mind. Because back then you just used to hearth out. But actually, you come back to the quest giver and right to the instance. It made our lives a bit easier back then when they put stuff in like that. And here's the quest that I didn't grab, but like I said, don't want to ruin the cutscene. What's really much of a cutscene is a scene there you can watch and move around while you're watching it. So, this has been Asterion from Asterion Gaming, asking you to please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.